What's up, New Brain Nation? I missed you so much, and I can't wait to visit 1980 with you today. We're checking out Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. I saw the original movies as a kid. I only remember the things that everyone knows about these movies, so it's gonna be a pretty fresh take on it. Hit that subscribe button and the like button. It looks like if you were really happy you found your oven mitt. Let's reload The Empire Strikes Back.
He was minding his own little lighting stone when the bolt came down. Something's wrong, all the movie knowledge gone, so he reloading the list. New brain, who dis?
We start out in space, where the evil Imperial fleet is sending out probe droids to find Princess Leia and the rebels. They're mad that the rebels blew up their spaceship house. One of the probes crash lands onto the ice planet Hoth, where the rebels are hiding. A dude on a space llama sees the crash, and we find out it's Luke Skywalker. He's like the main Star Wars. He goes to investigate it, but a white gorilla jump scares him and smacks the hell out of him. Meanwhile, the rebels are fixing their spaceships. We meet Han Solo, who has been reluctantly helping the rebels. He's also a Star Wars. And we see his co-pilot Chewbacca, who's basically like a tall bear monkey made of armpit hair. He looks like you'll want to hug him if you meet him, but you should be prepared for a smell. Han needs to get the hell out of there so that he can pay off Jabba the Hutt, or he's a dead man. And he desperately wants Princess Leia to like him, despite how clearly she tells him she isn't interested.
I can arrange that.
There's also C-3PO and R2-D2. They're robots. One of them has like a speech impediment.
Go switch off.
C-3PO tells Han that Luke isn't back yet, and some people are worried. Not like worried enough to go do something, but fingers crossed he's okay out there. Han is crazy as hell though, so he's going to go out into the tundra to find his friend. The real shame is, Luke is already dead. Oh, he's not dead yet, but we see where this is going. He's in the white gorilla cave, and this thing is just crushing his llama. He sees his lightsaber and uses the Force to space grab him, and he cuts the gorilla's arm off. The Force is it's like space magic. You can float things with it. Luke displays incredible horror movie sensibilities when he gets the hell out of there without looking behind him. Turns out though, this was actually not a great idea because it's still cold as hell out there. Han is tracking Luke, but he's running out of time. Back at the base, his friends already know what time it is, so they close the door behind him like, damn, we lost 2 real ones today, guys. Luke collapses and dies, and it looks like his old mentor, Ben, is meeting him at the pearly gates. They don't let Luke in though, and Ben tells him he's going to have to train as a Jedi Knight under Master Yoda, the guy who trained Ben. Han shows up and sees that his friend is dying from hypothermia, and it turns out his space llama was actually Ben's ride back. Without any sane options left, Han cuts open the space llama and shoves Luke inside to keep him warm. The rebel pilots show up in the morning to save them, and they do this to Luke. Honestly, if you find me in the snow and this is the only way to save me, just mind your business, please. Han is still having a real hard time with accepting Leia's rejection, and he's spreading rumors about her and stuff. Not cool, Han. Leia decides to show him the difference between what they have and real sparks. Whew. Everyone in the room can feel the heat off that passionate kiss that definitely included tongues, and it looks like it's starting to sink into Han what real romance looks like. Luke has Leia's bubblegum now, and he's like, "What's up now, Han?" Chewbacca even suggests a cute couple's ship name for them. Yeah, that's a good one. I was actually thinking something like Lucia, but that's way better, Chewie. Oh, also, a probe finds their location and they have to start evacuating.
We better start the evacuation.
Back in space, the Empire is still searching. We finally see Darth Vader. He's a bad Star Wars, and he's like the Fonz. He shows up and you just know stuff's about to get cool. One of the technicians tells the Admiral that there was a signal on Hoth, but this guy really has to get somewhere, so he's not about to waste his time on this crap. Vader disagrees though, and oh, that dude came out of nowhere, holy crap. Anyway, they're going to prep for attack on Hoth. So the rebels are getting ready to dip, and they're going to be splitting up. Damn, this is really bothering me. Why doesn't anyone brush Chewbacca out or something? Can't he lick himself clean? When the soldiers confirm that the rebels were in fact on Hoth, Darth Vader kills the Admiral through FaceTime. He promotes another dude on the spot. Leia is telling the pilots the escape plan. I missed it, but it sounds serious. They send out the first few ships and manage to get past the Imperial fleet. Nice. And the Empire sends out these huge, scary-looking metal kaiju things. These things look like they mean business. Then the rebels do this thing where they trip the giant things, and now it kind of seems like a really crappy design. Han and Leia are trying to leave C-3PO behind, but the bombing is really messing up their escape. He manages to catch up to them. Damn it.
Come back!
They even try to lock him out.
Wait for me! Wait! Stop!
Okay, shut up, get in, shut up. Vader enters like a complete badass. They escape with C-3PO and Chewbacca aboard the Millennium Falcon, but the ship's hyperdrive malfunctions. Han does some admittedly dope maneuvering through an asteroid field and hides inside a giant asteroid. Luke and R2 fly away and they crash land on Dagobah, where he's supposed to find Master Yoda. R2 immediately falls into the swamp because he's very poorly designed.
R2?
And forget it, Luke. He looks dense as hell. He's gone. It's probably for the best, though. I was gonna suggest getting a better robot anyway. Oh, never mind. Oh, he's not okay again. So about the new robot. Be careful with the splashing, Luke. You just got swamp water in your mouth. He doesn't care, though. He just runs his fingers in it.
Maybe I'm just...
Back on the Empire spaceship, we get a glimpse of Vader without his helmet, and we find out that he's got a really bad case of scrotum neck. The new Admiral is already making me a little nervous.
Asteroids do not concern me, Admiral.
Yes,
Luke is setting up camp in the swamp, and this snake is freaking me out. Is this like part of a larger animal? It is, right? It just looks like a regular anaconda or something. Anyway, this totally not grotesque troll appears, and Luke somehow restrains himself from blasting his vital organs onto the tree behind him. It's not really a troll. It's Yoda. Everyone knows Yoda. He's a little goblin dude who speaks in like pig Latin or something.
Wars not make one great.
On a personal note, you have no idea what his jumbled speech is doing to my broken brain right now.
Dinner.
He does do some funny stuff, though. Plus, he tells Luke that he can lead him to Yoda. See, he's pretending he's just a run-of-the-mill standard goblin and not Yoda. Guys, don't let him get wet. Han is really making me uncomfortable. I think this is like a romantic thing, but I have some concerns.
I happen to like nice men.
Yeah, Han. Luke, remember? Ooh, it probably feels like kissing her own brother.
I've isolated the reverse.
What was the couple's ship name that Chewie had for Luke and Leia? That was good. On the Imperial ship, Vader is told that his boss, the Emperor, wants to video chat with him.
My master.
We see that the genital tissue skin graft is still healing, but it's good to see him getting around. He believes Luke is the son of some dude named Anakin Skywalker, and he wants to kill him before he becomes a Jedi. But Vader convinces him that they should turn him evil
He
instead.
will join us or die.
Back at the swamp,
I'm sure it's delicious. I just
seriously,
don't understand
what's
why we
going
can't
on
go
with
to
this
the
other
house.
snake? Are these just regular snakes? Why are they here? And Yoda is just going to keep eating after midnight like we don't all see what's going on here. Anyway, he and Luke both hear Ben's voice, and Luke finally realizes that this is actually the Jedi Master he's been looking for.
Ready.
Yoda.
But Yoda doesn't want to train Luke, and he tries to explain to him that he's not really a good fit for the program,
Serious mind.
but freaking Ben has to keep throwing his spooky 2 cents in.
If you remember.
Bruh,
He's too old.
I'm not afraid.
Yoda reluctantly agrees, or threatens his life.
You
I
will
can't
be.
tell. Let's say he agrees.
You will be.
Yoda starts Luke's training, and it mostly looks like regular working out.
Right.
I'm not sure what they're doing, but
Use
maybe I could be a Jedi.
for knowledge and defense.
Yoda tells Luke to go into a dark-ass cave and tries to convince him to go in unarmed.
You will not need them.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna strap up. He starts into this cave, and now there's a regular iguana here. And more regular snakes. And are we on Earth or something? Is this some Planet of the Apes type stuff? Anyway, Vader shows up, and they have one of those dream fights where your punches are mad slow, and he chops off Vader's head, and Vader is Luke, and it's like a vision. It's a lesson, maybe about him being his own worst enemy. That's probably it, super deep. Vader calls a bunch of bounty hunters to find the Falcon, but the Admiral runs up and tells him they've located them. Han tries to escape, but their lightspeed isn't working. The Imperial ships close in, but they suddenly lose the Falcon altogether. The new Admiral is going to man up and take responsibility for the failure.
I shall assume full responsibility for losing them and apologize to Lord Vader.
We're getting a new Admiral.
Don't
They can't find the Millennium Falcon because they're actually hiding on the side of their own ship. It's a pretty sweet move. Han plans to escape with the trash before the fleet goes into lightspeed. Decent plan, and it works. But not everyone is fooled. Bounty hunter Boba Fett is on their tail. Luke is training when he sees a vision of his friends in pain, and he says he has to save them.
I've got to go to the...
But Yoda tells him he's supposed to be the last hope or something, and he'll ruin everything if he
You will
goes.
destroy all for which they have fought.
Han's group arrives at the Cloud City where we meet Lando Calrissian. He's like an outlaw dude. He's cool. He's Billy D.
So good to see you.
C-3PO's shipmates have slipped him again, and I think Han's made up his mind that if he catches up to them one more damn time, he's blasting his effing legs off. See? See?
Out of my head, they're my
Luke
friends.
is
I gotta
leaving
help
to help his friends, and Yoda and Ben try to tell him that if he does that, bad stuff. But Luke's supposed to be like early 20s, I think, so of course he's not listening to them. Chewbacca finds the robot pieces and brings them back to their room.
Found him in a junk pile.
Han is really going to act like he doesn't know anything about this. Billy D shows up and invites them back to the bar, where he tells them that he's made a deal that will keep the Empire off his planet forever.
Keep the Empire out of here forever.
It's a trap, though. That's the deal that he made. It's Vader. He looks hard as hell. And Boba Fett, those guys, and Professor X is here. It's not looking good for Han. Yeah, they're torturing him. They're doing that to get Luke's attention. They're going to test the carbon freeze thing on Han Solo before they try it on Luke, and this is actually a really good scene. Leia's really starting to warm up to Han, and this love triangle is going to get complicated.
I love you.
I know.
Han is turned over to Boba Fett, but Vader decides he's keeping the others. Luke shows up and sees them, but he can't get to Leia, and she tells him it's a trap.
Luke, don't, it's a trap!
He keeps going though, and it's a trap. He ends up in this room where he comes face to face with Darth Vader. Meanwhile, Lando is double betraying, and now he's helping Leia and Chewie. Chewbacca's like, get the hell out of here, and he's ready to straight kill him until he tells them they might be able to save Han. They don't though. Boba Fett gets away and they run somewhere else. Luke and Vader are fighting, but this cat's just playing with Luke, one-handing his sword and stuff. He even disarms him. Oh, damn, he got him on that one. Oh, Luke Neo's out of the tunnel though. He even gets his lightsaber back. Sweet, you know what to do. Run away. See, this is where Ben should be showing up like, remember the gorilla. But he's nowhere in sight. And now Luke wants to pull the old, let's see if he's dead. He's definitely not. Ooh, I'm a little nervous about the two hands on the sword, no joke. Yeah, so Vader starts taking Luke a little more seriously, and he's not above giving him a severe brain hemorrhage. Luke even falls out the window. He didn't die though. Leia, Lando, Chewie, and the robots are trying to escape to the Millennium Falcon, and they have a pretty dope... Shut the hell up, C-3PO! Damn it! They're trying to leave. Back to Luke. This is kind of scary. Oh, they keep doing this to me for real. Luke, run away. Vader keeps giving him chances, but Luke is really trying his luck. Luke, fly away. Force away. He even gets his hand cut off, and Darth Vader is a serious threat. And listen, I have been on Luke's side since back in the Ice days, earlier in the movie. But he's a little dramatic in this scene. But Darth Vader says the thing, and it's still cool.
I am your father.
Not true. That's impossible.
It's a cool reveal. But Luke is not interested in ruling with Vader, so he drops the F down into the abyss. It works out. He falls out of the spaceship's butthole or something, but he couldn't have known it was going to work out. Anyway, he's close to dying, and he reaches for Leia using the only thing more powerful than the Force.
Leia.
It's love, guys. Romantic, physical, non-familial love.
I
And
know where Luke is.
What about
she
those
feels
fighters?
him. And they save him. The Empire's on their tail, though, and they try to go into lightspeed, but the Empire sabotaged it. But R2-D2 manages to reactivate it, and they're going to need a new admiral. This guy tries to look busy so they don't pick him. Ooh, Luke is getting a robot hand. That's dope. I wish I had a robot hand. So Lando and Chewie set off to find Han, and Luke and Leia go somewhere else. We're done. Credits. Hey, as I said, I've never been a Star Wars fan, even in the before times. I really didn't think I'd like this one so much, but it was really engaging, and I didn't find the lore overwhelming. I'm sure I didn't understand it all, but I always understood what was happening and to whom, and that's hard to do with such a fully realized world. How about you? I'm sure I missed a lot, so I'll see some of you in the comments. And let me know what you think I should reload next. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that thumbs up button. Did we just become best friends? Yep.
New brain. do this.